Nothing. That was one of the problems with divorce work. No action. We hated divorce work. Me and Bernie. Our specialty was missing persons. But with the state of our finances, we couldn't turn down anything. How our finances got this way is a long story. Hard to keep straight in my head. Early on, there'd been the Hawaiian pants. Bernie loves Hawaiian shirts. Right now, he was wearing the one with the trumpet pattern, and he got the idea that people would snap up Hawaiian pants. In the end, they got snapped up by us. We've got a closet full of them, plus lots more at our self-storage in Pedroia. Later on came the tin futures. The tin futures looked good after some find in Bolivia, but then an earthquake buried everything. So here we were, back on the divorce beat. Our client was a sad-eyed little guy named Marvin Winkleman, who owned a ticket agency downtown. Don't ask me what a ticket agency is. What's important is that he thought his wife was cheating, and coughed up the $500 retainer. Don't ask me about the cheating part either. It's a human thing. We operate differently in my world. Just find out, one way or another, Winkleman said. I've got to know. Later, driving away, Bernie said, Why do they always have to know? What's wrong with ignorance is bliss? I had no idea. We sat. Nothing happened. The dusty palm leaves hung motionless. Bernie got fidgety. He opened the glove box, checked behind the visor, patted his pockets. Poor Bernie. He never bought cigarettes anymore. Was trying to quit. After a while, he gave up, sat back, folded his arms. Bernie has nice, strong arms. I kept my eyes on them. Time passed. Then I heard a faint metallic sound and looked out. The motel door opened and out came the blonde woman, patting her hair. I glanced at Bernie. Hey! His eyes were closed. I barked. Not a loud bark, but the soft kind I swallow in my throat. Bernie's eyelids flew open. He put his hand on me, sat up straight, reached for the camera, and took her picture. The blonde woman got in the convertible and checked herself in the mirror. Bernie took another picture. She put on lipstick, gave her mouth a nice stretch. I gave my mouth a nice stretch, too, for no reason. Looks pretty happy, doesn't she? Bernie said. She backed out of her space, drove out of the lot and down the street, away from us. Bernie took pictures of the motel, the blinking sign outside, the palm tree, and me. Then we went back to watching the motel room door. Maybe there's no one in there, Bernie said, like she just enjoys a solitary little nap out in the desert now and then, making this a wild goose chase. Wild goose chase? I'd heard that one before. Wanted to go on a wild goose chase very badly, but there were no geese in sight. Once, was this back when the Hawaiian pants returns started coming in? I'd heard Bernie say, Our goose is cooked. But no cooked goose ever appeared. Meanwhile, I was hungry. The smell of burgers on the grill, while not as strong as... The motel door opened. A man stepped out. A tall man in a white shirt and dark pants, knotting his tie. Bingo, said Bernie. I'm not sure why. I knew bingo, a game they played at the Police Athletic League fundraiser, an event I'd been to only once and probably wouldn't be back to, what with how exciting it turned out to be and that unfortunate incident with my tail and all those little plastic chips on the Chief's card. But was this a time for games? Bernie aimed the camera at the man, gazed into it, and said, Oh my God. He slowly lowered the camera. The man glanced around in a quick way that reminded me of lots of perps we'd taken down, and walked to the dark sedan at the other end of the motel parking lot. Recognize him, Chet? Said Bernie in a low voice. I wasn't sure. Nothing wrong with my...